Well, I just got back from a walk with my dog and I picked up these three, I believe they're called Pinecone Cactus. I'm going to look them up, but I'm going to repot those as well as those aloe vera that I have that need to be repotted. So those were just in a yard and they had broken already off from the mother cactus, and so I'm going to see if I can't grow some because I don't have any of these. So I'm getting ready to repot these cacti that I picked up when I was out walking the dog. So I'm watering down my soil. This isn't the best soil in the world. I think a lot of this is reused soil. But I'm going to mix in some sand with it and it'll be okay. I came up with these three containers that were in the storage shed, so I'm going to be reusing those. And it's important when you are repotting plants that you start out with your soil already moistened, because if the soil is dry and then you pot your plants in dry soil and then water the plants, it takes longer for the soil to absorb the water. So you want to make sure that your soil is nice and moist when you first start. I'm going to mix this up. Oh my, look at this. You know, you saw me just water this and the soil is still very dry underneath. It's moist on top, and that's what happens when you put it in the pot. I watered this quite a little while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break all of this up. There's some big clunks in here. This, like I said, is reclaimed soil from pots that things that I had potted in the past. So I'm just going to try to break this up, and then there's water down in the bottom. It's moist down in the bottom, but right in the middle it was still very dry, so I need to add some more water to this. I've got this corner pretty well moist. It's probably enough soil right here to do one of the pots, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some amendments right just into this corner, and I'll just do one pot at a time. So under here I have the perlite, but because I'm doing cactus, I'm going to add my sand in. I'll do 2 scoops of sand. This is desert sand, so I don't go and buy sand in the big box store. I am going to put in, this is my worm castings. I'm just putting a half a scoop in, and I should have wet this. So let me go get the hose, and that's cocoa core, and I'm gonna wet all of that down and mix it in. Okay, so I mixed all of that sand. I mixed in the cocoa core and the worm castings, and the soil is pretty moist. So I'm going to start fixing up the pot. I like to use these coffee filters. These are some that got blown around the yard, so I just sandwiched them when I did the cleanup of our workspace. I just sandwiched them in between the plates. So there we go. We've got the coffee filter in, and now I'm going to practically fill this to the top, because all I need to do is make a hole. This is well moist, and So how moist should it be? Oh well, stick my hands in. It's a little over moist because I got some water draining out of there, but you should be able to squeeze your dirt together, and it should hold together without falling apart into crumbles. So this is well moistened. I am filling this pot all the way up to the top. Pushing it down. I want to leave a little bit of room on the top, and instead of the leaves, well, I might put some leaves on top, but I was thinking about, I'm making a hole here now, and I'm going to put one of these in. Push the soil down all around it. And then I'm going to add some more sand on top. Okay, and there we have it. It is nice and secure. It's well drained, and I don't need to water this in because the soil was very well moistened. So I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm going to do the other two in a smaller pot because I'll put those in the plant cell. I found some Jiffy pots in the storage shed. These are Jiffy pots. These are, I would think, 3-inch pots. And because I'm going to put these other two in the plant cell, I'm going to plant them in Jiffy pots. And I'm going to put these two aloe vera in the plant cell, and I'll put these in Jiffy pots so that whoever purchases them will be able to just take the Jiffy pot and put it in a more permanent location, whether they're going to be planting it in the ground or in another pot, and cover it with the soil and then water it in, and then that's all they will have to do. They don't have to worry about trying to get these succulents and cactus out of the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these up. I filled my 4 Jiffy pots, and I'm putting holes. I'm just using my fingers since my hands are already dirty. I'm just gonna push some holes in there. Each one of these Jiffy pots, I believe they're 3-inch Jiffy pots, and I'm going to take this pineapple, or I don't know if it's pineapple cactus, I'm going to have to look the name up, or pinecone cactus, and stick that down in the dirt, in the soil. It's not dirt, it's soil. It has amendments. Okay, so I'm pushing that one down in. These are going in. And this is going in. And now it's time for some more sand. I'm so glad when I cleaned up my workstation that I found a really convenient spot for the sand, because when you're doing succulents or cacti or sometimes native plants, they just like a little bit of sand. Try not to make a mess here because I just cleaned up my workstation. You know, I'm trying to be a neat gardener now. It's hard to do. Okay, I got these covered. Just distributing the sand a little bit better. And I'm going to take them over to the nursery. I'm going to put them in the nursery until the plants sell. Okay. And I'm going to be cleaning out the nursery, so I need to take some of these things out that did not seeds. So I'm going to take those out. That way I can make room for the new things. So that's it. I'm just going to put these in the nursery. And later today I'm going to be making a cover for the nursery.